The Reketas are going after Aaron Imholte of the Steel Toe Morning Show for revenge porn. And this is all according to Geno Bisconte's girlfriend. So, I mean, not the greatest source in the world. But before we jump into that, I just want to lay the groundwork for why this Aaron guy deserves it. So this is just, everybody saw Nick and his mistress, April, out and about getting their tattoos or whatever. And this is, there's proof of it out there and people going over the footage or whatever. But Nick basically just confirms it here.
Which book is about not taking your side piece to get tattoos. Oh no! Oh no, it's the activity police! He doesn't do something that I wouldn't do! Alright. Have fun, homie.
$1 million to you, homie. So yeah, he doesn't refute it there at all or whatever. But so then that comes out, the tattoo stuff, and Aaron Imholt responds.
Caesar Diff, I did see this. I don't think I want to talk about it. I just feel bad for everybody just making bad decisions in their life and whatever. But everybody has to pay the piper, my man. Says talking about some. I guess the internet got a hold of some pictures of her and Nick, April and Nick together at a tattoo festival over the weekend, and they've kind of gone all over Twitter and Kiwi Farms and shit. People are focusing in on her nose and saying, "Oh, her nose is all fucked up." And Caesar Diff says, "Holy Moses, she aged 20 years. Cocaine turned her from an 8 to a 4." That wasn't the part that I felt embarrassed for them for. That, I mean, look, you abuse substances, it's going to have a. I watched it take a physical effect on her. Like it doesn't. That part, I guess, wasn't shocking to me. I'm kind of used to that. But what's really kind of as an observer, not as someone who was ever involved, but just like watching it, you're like, just the flaunt.
First of all, you were involved. Like, yeah, you might have left before everybody else, but you were definitely involved.
Just the flaunting of the affair while Kayla's nowhere to be seen.
Yeah, and then he's upset about the flaunting of the affair. It's like, bro, you were in the house sleeping forward to a bed with the kid's parents. How are you going to be all high and mighty about them being out in the public about the affair? But doing that in front of the kids is totally, it's like the most bizarre, non-existent high ground to try and take ever.
That's just really gross. I mean, I feel it's just such a tawdry, gross. It's such a, white trash. It's a white trash thing to do. And it just doesn't look good. I guess the other thing could be she's out. She left, and she's going to rehab, and she's doing all the steps you need to do to get your kids back. And
I mean, basically, you get the point of it from that. He thinks he's way better than them. He would never flaunt it or anything like that. But he would go to bed with his parents in front of them. And yeah, he acts like he got out before everybody else or whatever. It wasn't prompted, of his own volition. His own kid, his daughter, had to tell him, "Hey, Dad, we hate going over to the drug den, if you can believe it. We don't really have fun there." And that's when he was like, "Oh, shoot, maybe I should stop bringing my kids over to the drug den." Okay, so he didn't have some realization because he's some moral guy. No, his kid told him, "What? Stop doing this to us. We hate it." And then he's like, "Oh my goodness, yeah, yep, that's right." But so then this is Aaron and Geno. We'll go full screen here. And shout outs, TV's Will Herren. Shout outs Stalin19. Shout outs Elissa Clips. Shout outs to all the clippers for these segments here. But this is Aaron and Geno on another show, and they're talking about Kayla and, their preference with tattoos on women here.
But there are women I've seen that I've known over a course of time that I thought they were hot and they had no tattoos, and then they got a shit ton of tattoos, and I'm like, I don't like that,
I hear you. I'm just trying to get something.
So it's raining, right? Raining in Minnesota.
So earlier when Geno, they started talking about this, Aaron got on his phone and it looked like he was, maybe trying to send Geno something, but that didn't work. So now he's doing something on his computer.
Yes, it's raining in Minnesota.
Somebody in the chat put in Geno's defense, he's used to having Frankie give him the weather. Thank you, Eaton. Thank you, Eaton Clams. Great line.
One eternity later.
Had to check my text. By the way,
did you check?
I like tattoos more than I think.
So Aaron sends him a pic of Kayla with her tats. Oh, let me change your mind, bro. And
Your boy didn't
sends
do
a
too
pic.
bad, did he? Look, it wasn't the best. It wasn't the healthiest decision I've ever made, but goddamn.
Yeah, so sends that pic, and oh, I didn't do too bad, huh? And then, so this is Keanu, Geno's girlfriend, or maybe fiance. I don't know. I don't really care. But then this is where she says that, Kayla and Nick are not happy about all of this.
Kind of proves even more of like the lowdown sort of like dirtiness of it. And we don't really want anything to do with it. And even in the midst of all of this turmoil, you're still going to send a nude photo of Kayla to Geno. Read the room, Aaron. So, of course, they see that clip. And then me and Geno are kind of we don't really even want to rile April up. Not that she was riled up. We were just like, yes, he sent that photo, just one time. Geno showed me and immediately deleted it. Thinking, okay, hopefully that'll be that. But so I suppose they filed a report, and that's within their rights. And Aaron, maybe that's a little bit of karma for you for being a disingenuous piece of shit.
Maybe it is a little piece of karma because it's been driving like that clip of him acting like he's so much better than better than Nick and April for being out and about the affair just has been irritating me for a while. So I'm glad that this came up because now I had a reason to use it and share it with people. But yes, down with Aaron. I hope he suffers.